Okay, thank you. So I want to present this new technique. So you have to think about when we face one patient and we have to decide if we have to repair or reconstruct. One of the key points is the quality of the remnant. If you have a bad quality, you have to consider another option that not only ligament repair. Maybe one option is an augmentation. Maybe you can augment biologically or with suture with the contemporary philosophy. The problem is when you have a really bad quality and that makes it impossible to repair, or you have malignant. In that cases, you need to reconstruct. You need to replace this ligament for another structure that can have the same function. So classically, we use ligament plastic with autologous stem graft. But my proposal is to transfer the distal fascicle of the anterior tibiofibular ligament. So, as you can see here in this picture, both ligaments, the anterior tibiofibular ligament, this fascicle, and the superior fascicle of the anterior tibiofibular ligament are intraarticular, intercapsular ligaments, and for that reason, we can observe both during our ankle arthroscopy. As you can see here, we are touching with the anterior tibiofibular ligament here, and this is the distal portion tibiofibular ligament. So they have a really close relation between both, and then why not to use the tibiofibular ligament as a ligament plastic when you have to try for anterior tibiofibular ligament. If we observe the characteristics of both ligaments, distal fascicle and anterior tibiofibular ligament and superior fascicle and anterior tibiofibular ligament, you can observe that both fascicles are very close in length and in width. So that we can use the distal portion tibiofibular ligament. So the idea is you have here the distal portion tibiofibular ligament. You have to detach from the tibia and then tone down to the talus and reinsert in the talon neck. This is the idea. One of the problems that we have is that the length is more or less the same than the length of the tibiofibular ligament, and that makes it not possible to introduce the ligament in a tune-up. So we have to create that area to contact the ligament with the bone, directly to the bone. So the technique is a non-distraction technique. You use 3 portals. You can see anterior portal is just at the joint line. And then we have 2 lateral portals, one proximal and distal to the joint line. We have the scope in the anterior portal with direct vision to the lateral area. No distraction, then we introduce through the proximal portal. This is the suprafascial. Okay, and then we penetrate the distal portion tibiofibular ligament. When you penetrate, you have to make some plantar flexion to avoid damage of the cartilage. You push the nitinol, and then you take out the nitinol through the distal anterolateral portal. Then you have to change the nitinol for sutures. We use a double suture, double in the middle, and we change the nitinol for this double suture. Then you have to take out all the sutures through the same portal. You can see here, you have suture here, and you have suture proximally, you will see now. Here. Then we take out these sutures from the distal portal, and then we introduce one both ends inside the loop, and behind the ends, the loop comes down and grabs the distal portion tibiofibular ligament. So at this point, we have to disinsert, we have to detach the tibial insertion of the anterior tibiofibular ligament. We use a chisel, and the idea is that the small piece of bone with the attachment of this ligament comes down and goes to this area in the top of the neck. It's quite simple to do this. Okay? So, we just insert this. This is inserted. And you can see here, this is the ligament with a small piece of bone. So at this point, we have to measure what is exactly the small piece of bone in the right position and with some tension. When you calculate this, then with your shaver, you create this area that will be in contact with the small piece of bone of the tibial insertion of the anterior tibial ligament. So then you calculate here exactly the point of tension, and then just anterior to this point, you create a tunnel for your anchor. And then you introduce an anchor to fix the transfer. That's all. You can see here how is the transfer at this point. Of course, first we try to do this in a cadaver lab to know what happens, and we do this study in 5 specimens to know if it's possible to do the technique, the risk, and how was the transfer. And after that, we'll start to do some patients, of course. At the moment, we have 3 patients. 2 of them more than 1 year follow-up. The other one is just 2 months. I remember well. 2 months. And this is the post-op in these patients. Walkable for 4 weeks and partial laborium during this 4 weeks. And then remove walkable, start total laborium and formal physiotherapy. So, the anatomical study, we observed that the technique is really safe. We observed no problems with related structures, neurovascular structures, something like that. And we observed that we can transfer, in all cases, the distal portion tibiofibular ligament. This is the anterior tibial ligament, superior fascicle. And you can see here how the transfer is not anatomically as the superior fascicle of the anterior tibial ligament, but it's very close and it's parallel to the ligament. But it's a little bit more proximal to the superior fascicle of the anterior tibial ligament. So that was the reason because we thought that probably this technique could be only these indications as anterior tibial ligament superior fascicle with no ligament remnant, so ligamentoplasty but only this superior fascicle, or as a biological augmentation. Instead to use the Gould augmentation, we could use this augmentation. So to take home, as you can see, this arthroscopic technique is a reproducible and safe technique. Of course, you need some practice in arthroscopy. It is indicated, as I said before, in, when you have not ligament remnant of anterior tibial ligament superior fascicle, and it could be an option as a biological augmentation when you repair your lateral ligament. But of course, we need more studies and long studies for the technique. Thank you for your attention.
We're going to get the computer set up again. Thank you, Jordi. And next up will be Dr. Rebecca Serrato. She's going to talk to us. I know those of you who were in this room before, there were some talks on osteochondral lesions, but some of you